Hello, welcome back to the channel. Please excuse the wind. I'm just out my lunchtime walk at work and wanted to jump on quickly and do a quick intro to this video. So it's a little bit shorter than some of the other ones that I have uploaded from the Orlando trip in August and September last year, 2025. But basically I wanted to pull this from the main vlogs because lots of people have asked me about going on holiday with a baby, what kind of things we've been taking with us. And when we were there last year, I did a quick rundown in the room of everything we had with us for him. This is kind of excluding clothes and nappies and things, I think. But what I'll do is I will link my Tenerife packing video in the description here, because that is basically everything that we took. It was pretty much the same. When we went to Tenerife, Lewis was 4 months old. When we left to go to Orlando, he was 6 months old, turned 7 months while we were there. So by that point he'd started weaning, so we'd taken a few extra things for weaning to keep him going with that. But basically everything was mostly the same. So like I say, I wanted to pull this from the main video so that people can watch, see what we took. Everything that we took worked really well. We tried to do a fresh breakfast every morning that we did through our Amazon Fresh grocery order. You'll have seen about that in the travel day vlog. And we also took some just purees, sachets with us from the shop that were easy to take out and about with us during the day at the park. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you find it useful if you are getting ready to travel with a baby abroad or getting ready to pack for a Florida holiday. If you do, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe as well. I have another few videos coming out. I've still got this series to finish. But also, really excitingly, we are heading back to Florida this year. So, like I say, make sure you're subscribed because I will be vlogging again. And this time, Lewis is 1. He's already 1, so it'll be a different ball game again, taking a toddler with us. But we're so excited to take him back and so excited to go back ourselves too. So like I say, make sure you hang around, stick with me and see what we get up to in the year ahead. So today I'm here washing hair, I'm about to wash dishes, washing bottles, everything. I'll actually maybe give you a little show of what we've brought with us and what we've kind of got set up in the room baby wise. So yeah, I will get going and I'll give you a wee look at what we've got set up for baby in the hotel. So we've brought our melting cold water steriliser again. We took this to Tenerife and we've just brought it again. It doesn't weigh very much, so we don't mind bringing it at all. And you can put stuff inside it in your case and stuff as well. I again have my wee kind of non-fibrous, I don't really know what you'd call these, but they're like proper kitchen, like professional kitchen tea towels, cloths. So I've brought a couple of them just so we can have somewhere that we know is nice and clean to put our things that have been washed. I'm just keeping this under the sink just now and it's full of dirty dishes, but I have our collapsible basin, which again is perfect. We've just got everything in here to get washed. We've brought all of our bottles this time, so we've got like 6 bottles with us, just on rotation at the moment, and all of them go into the cold water steriliser as well. I've also brought my little bottle of Fairy Up liquid. Oh my god, that's what Matthew calls it. What's it called? Washing up liquid. So I brought that too. But also, like, you don't obviously need loads at a time, but I did notice that they've got this kind of thing down in the shop. They've got a Dawn washing up liquid down there. So yeah, we've got our collapsible basin, we've got our washing up liquid, cold water steriliser and melting tablets. I've got a bottle brush in there somewhere. We just tend to bring the one from the house that we've been using, and we just get a new one for when we're going home. So we've just brought that one and then we can just bin it, we don't need to take it home with us. So we are formula feeding for Lewis. Try not to wake him up. And I'll show you, we've got this little setup. going on over here. So you do have a fridge in the room, so we have all of our water and everything from our Amazon Fresh delivery there. And we also bought a big tub of yogurt. Let me just show you the one that we bought because I actually wasn't sure what one to get. Yeah. So that's the plain yogurt whole milk one. You need to kind of, if you are going to do that like we have done, you need to watch because some of them, and the vast majority actually of them, use non-fat milk. But if it's for a baby, like especially around 6-7 months, it needs to be whole milk. So yeah, we got that one, and just make sure it is a whole milk one. Just check the ingredients list. That's what we did. So yeah, we've been trying to do a fresh breakfast every day. So we have bought bananas and avocados so that we can do at least one fresh breakfast. Well, we're definitely doing a fresh breakfast every morning because he has his breakfast straight away, like at like 5-6 o'clock in the morning. So we've just been doing half an avocado or half a banana. We're mashing that up and we're mixing it in with the yogurt, and he's been really enjoying that. We actually hadn't tried him with that combination before. He'd had the things individually but not together, so we actually weren't 100% sure if he was going to like it, but he does. He's still at least getting something fresh instead of just having purees or packets of food every day. But what I did notice down in the restaurant is that they do have cartons of whole milk and they do have microwaves as well. So if you wanted to just bring your own like blended oats, or if you've got your own, you know, a brand of porridge or baby porridge or something, or baby rice that you like to use, you could definitely just be making that here. You would just have to go out of the room, whereas we're here. We're able to do everything here, you know, in the room, which is great. Because I did actually buy, they might be back in the basin. I did buy some cutlery to bring with us because we were like, well, how do you prepare all of that? And actually, yeah, so they need washed, but like I got these, which is just like toddler cutlery. So it said from like 18 months onwards or something on the packet, but it's just a little tiny knife, spoon and fork, and it's like actual cutlery instead of, you know, a baby spoon or trying to get plastic cutlery. You could get plastic cutlery from the restaurant as well, but it's obviously just not that great for like cutting through an avocado or something. So we've been using those, excuse me, we've been using those and they've been absolutely ideal because then we just wash them quickly, and yeah, that helps us prepare everything. So let's see what else we've got. So we've got all our milk. I think we brought, gosh, I can't remember how many packets of milk we brought now, but this is what we've got left for like 4 or 5 days. And he's having 4 a day. So yeah, we've got all of our milk. We've brought some little wafers just in case he likes these sometimes. These are for us. We've got a little water cup with us, so we've just been giving him the bottled water that we have, but that's been good just to take out to the parks and everything, just to make sure that he's getting some kind of water, because when we went to Tenerife earlier in the year, he got a bit constipated, and I think it was just because he wasn't hydrated enough. He's obviously getting all of his milk, but it just needed a bit extra, basically. We've got some more cutlery in here. I've brought 2 of these bowls that have lids on them, and then I've also brought just a separate bowl that doesn't have a lid that we can just use in here. I've got his wee night light. Actually, this is perfect. Definitely bring a night light because it's really good even for the morning when you don't want to turn all the big lights on. Equally, like if they get up during the night, it's perfect just to have a night light here with you that has like the red light setting and things like that, instead of putting all the big lights on, because actually all the lights in here are quite bright, even if it's just one, and the only one that isn't super bright is probably this one, but it's the furthest away from the bed. So yeah, so we've got some dummies, good for the plane, and good just even for soothing out and about in the park when maybe he is a wee bit tired and warm and things. And then we have some pouches here, so we just picked up some Tesco ones, just tried to pick up something that wasn't just all fruit and sweet things, but that's just our preference. So we picked up some of the apple and mango ones. We've got carrot, sweet potato and sweet. We have green veggies. We've got pea and parsnip with pear. We did also have apple and pear ones, and I've also just brought some prunes as well because they have been helping him if he has been struggling to go to the toilet, because he doesn't always take the water. Now I got these in Primark, and they come in a little packet, which I thought was really good, but we are always using like face cloths to wash his face at home once he's had something to eat, because he obviously gets pretty dirty. And these are ideal, so they are just, and we can just wash them in the basin as well. I've brought some soap powder with me, but also just in the fairy liquid. So yeah, they're really good for wiping faces. I brought this little pouch, this little thing which had his cutlery in it, but also I just brought some Ziploc bags, so we're using those for the food that we're not using, but also they can be washed and reused. And then I've got a whole bag here of bibs and a whole bag here of muslins, so that we've just got plenty to use and plenty when we need them. I've got soap powder with me, but also there are guest laundries here, and they've just got vending machines in them. So yeah, easy enough to do a washing if we need to. In the parks there are baby care centres. We've tried to go to as many as we can, because they're good to use, good to get out of the way of everyone, good to go in and get some, you know, air conditioning and get a proper changing table and everything. And they've all been pretty good so far. I would say the Hollywood Studios one is particularly small though. Like they're just not all the same. They're not all like a carbon copy of each other, which is kind of annoying. So like the Hollywood Studios one had 2 tiny little feeding rooms, 2 changing tables, and that was kind of it. It had a vending machine where you could get milk, bottles, packets of food, nappies, wipes, lots of different things. So if you're ever short, you will be able to buy something. For example, in the Magic Kingdom one, they don't have a vending machine, they just have a little kind of shop there. So you just say to one of the cast members, like, they would probably ask you when you go in, like, do you need anything? You can buy nappies and everything off of them. It just obviously would probably be a wee bit more expensive, you know, you would be able to get something. But the frustration with the Magic Kingdom one last night was, I think I mentioned this earlier as well, was just that some people were coming in with young kids, but they were still like much older than babies and toddlers even, just to use the toilet. So that was frustrating, because we were in just trying to feed him, you know, out of the hustle and bustle of the main park, and it was quite noisy, and you know, people were just coming in with their kids to just go to the toilet, and it's only got one toilet, and actually not all of them have a toilet that can be used by general guests. Because for example, the one in, oh my god, where were they yesterday? I think it might have been Animal Kingdom, or maybe it was actually the Hollywood Studios one, I can't remember, but one of them had a toilet, but it was only like a little kiddie toilet, so you can actually use that yourself. So yeah, they're really good, absolutely great to go and use, but just bear in mind there will be some wee things like that when you go there. They're just not all the same, but you'll definitely always be able to get what you need for your baby when you're there. Thank you so much for watching again. Like I say, like and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon.